We next have a poem, the shortest poem, or that poem performed by Martin Powell, who is a poet, activist, and lyricist. Martin.
If you look at the way that the media portrays the state of play within the state of Israel day to day, it's sickening what they convey and what they fail to relay, for they say nothing of the sales of weapons coming from the USA. A shock and awe campaign, all in the name of self-defense. It's nonsense, this pretense, this pre-assembled semblance. An Israeli attack is a daily occurrence, and the fact is that the people are reacting as a consequence to a relentless charade, a blockade that blocks aid, with innocents defenceless from a senseless barricade. But for every small defeat, every bullet-ridden street, for every person they mistreat, harmed by the armed elite, for every town made obsolete by every single block of concrete, this is a project that will never be complete, because the missing piece is peace. It's time to follow our hearts and not orders, to build bridges, not borders. Problems are solved when both parties involved are willing to participate in a debate without killing. How many lives does it take to stop the blood spilling? When fundamental human rights are systematically denied, it's no wonder fundamentalists decide to take their lives by committing suicide. What if you had grown up in a school that was blown up and nobody had shown up with tools to rebuild? Or you had watched as your entire family was killed? Would you ever shake the sound of soldiers' footsteps on the ground, as everything you loved was taken with a single round? Walls installed to segregate will only generate hate and never separate the people from the problems they create. The weight of the mortality rate rests upon the states as the economic sponsors since 1948, and with 1 million civilians reduced to refugees and a Gaza stripped of its rights and liberties, it is time that they addressed and pressed these problems overseas. Because for every small defeat, every bullet-ridden street, for every person they mistreat, harmed by the armed elite, for every town made obsolete by every single block of concrete, this is a project that will never be complete. No, the work will never cease, because the missing piece is peace. So will we fight for negotiations, human rights and liberation from a sight that shames us all, or advocate the operation of an oppressive occupation illegal to install? Will we sever ties to blackened skies and heed the cries that children call? Or will we stand by as a nation whilst another generation is lost behind a wall?
Palestine! Free! Free!